Partnerships, community, podcast, friends presented by Whisper Flow. It's Wednesday, future party. Yesterday, it seemed like the whole world was mourning the passing of the great Dolly Parton. Dolly defined the American dream, rising from poverty in rural Tennessee to become one of the most successful and beloved artists of her generation. But what made Dolly truly special was how she paid it all back, lifting up workers in the music industry, building a theme park to economically support her hometown, inspiring kids to learn and complete school, and even contributing to some surprising breakthroughs in healthcare. She was one of one. RIP Dolly, we will always love you. Daily top trends: YouTube, BuddyX, Twitter, the Dog Stars, Google, Dolly Parton Reddit, Andrew Garfield, Letterboxd, Backrooms, Spotify, Jolene, vacations are now. For acquiring skills, people are increasingly booking vacations that focus on learning a new skill, like snowboarding, pottery, or farming. Why it hits. The experience economy has officially come for luxury vacations, with people no longer satisfied with a little rest and relaxation in exotic locales. They now want to take home something that makes the investment in airfare and hotel stays worth it, the potential for an exciting new hobby. Behind the itinerary, Bloomberg says the new trend in the travel industry is taking skillcations. A MasterCard study last month found that 48% of respondents were planning a vacation this year focused on developing a new skill. Hilton found that 72% of its guests took time off work to spend more time on their personal passions or hobbies. Skill based travel companies have seen their revenues skyrocket over the past few years. One company, Much Better Adventures, reported that bookings are up 68% from 3 years ago. And most of these travelers are going at it solo. They're not only trying to learn a new skill, but also hoping to meet some like minded people along the way. Final test: Andrew Stevenson, a psychology professor at Manchester Metropolitan University, told Bloomberg that skill focused trips actually provide bigger psychological benefits than typical vacations. Maybe that's why luxury trip firms and resorts are adding more high end experiential offerings and workshops alongside the typical spa and fine dining amenities. People are now coming to get their hands dirty, not lift a finger. The future. The spread of skillcationing may help bring off the beaten path hobbies to communities all over the country, creating some surprising cultural exports. Together with Whisper Flow meeting notes. As good as the actual meeting, you know the meeting went great. But then you read the notes. The client's name got spelled 3 different ways. The follow up email quotes something nobody actually said. The action items read like a guess because, well, that's what they are. Whisper Flow Note Taker fixes all that by actually knowing you. It runs quietly on your device, no bot awkwardly joining your call. It pulls real names straight from your calendar invite and lets you fix wrong names across the entire transcript with one click. It learns how you speak by building a custom dictionary so the transcript actually sounds like your meeting instead of a garbled guess. It works on every meeting platform too, even an impromptu Slack huddle, since it never has to join the call at all. Everything Whisperflow Note Taker captures also feeds directly into your AI tools. Ask Claude or ChatGPT about last week's call, and you'll get a real, accurate answer. No copy pasting a transcript required. The tool is free to try on Mac today, and early testers get a full month of Whisper Pro with unlimited meetings on us. Try Whisperflow. Note taker. Today, YouTube turns creators into TV shows. YouTube is expanding its TV like stations feature from music into several new content categories. The big picture: TV streaming platforms like Netflix, Tubi, and Pluto TV are poaching long form YouTube talent so successfully that YouTube is making itself more like TV to staunch the bleeding. That's not to say these creators are posting on YouTube any less, but the company isn't keen on being anything less than the exclusive home of the creator economy. Between the channels, stations, YouTube's version of TV channels, was originally introduced to boost its coverage of Coachella. That experiment was so successful that the company is now rolling out the feature across the platform. YouTube announced that stations will now be available to formats like creator content, media channels, podcasts, and select new music artists. These always on collections of videos also let viewers interact with others via a live chat. Last transmission. YouTube toyed with traditional TV last decade but couldn't make it stick. That's changed in recent years, thanks to investments in sports, live events, and music. As the lines between TV and social media continue to blur, creators are increasingly keen to make their mark on television. This shift has led to content deals with platforms like Netflix, Disney Plus, and various fast services dominating the headlines. YouTube's station's expansion is an admission that YouTube, which now dominates viewership on TVs, needs to start looking a little more like the thing it disrupted. Coming soon. It's only a matter of time until the next big TV breakout is a creator using stations in a savvy way. Expect to find the next Curry Barker or Kane Parsons there. Together with artisan hire Ava, the AI BDR built for Enterprise Ava is the first AI BDR to run outbound end to end, finding leads or ingesting your CRM accounts, sending personalized emails on your rep's behalf, and booking meetings autonomously or on Copilot. She runs outbound for DoorDash and Grammarly. She's SOC 2 Type 2 audited, SSO and GDPR ready. Book a demo deep dives read. Complex has the definitive oral history of the origins of Pharrell and Nigo's iconic streetwear brands, Billionaire Boys Club, and Ice Cream. Listen, Crew Call chats with Hollywood comedy titans John Lucas and Scott Moore about their new movie, Spa Weekend. Explore. Forbes dropped its list of the most innovative large companies. 2% of you voted yes in yesterday's poll. Have you ever had a pen pal? When I was in elementary school in the 80s, I had a pen pal from Australia whom I met in person when her family visited our church. We wrote to each other for about 3 years. When I was in grade school, I had a pen pal from Wales. It was fun to send and receive letters. We also shared mixtapes on cassette. Had several as a kid. One I remember well was a deaf teen I met on vacation. We lived in the same hometown, but it was easier to talk via letters than by phone. I had a few pen pals in my childhood, but all of them petered out after a few exchanges. Seems like daily life and doing things with people in close proximity won out over writing letters to distant people. Mine went by the wayside over time, but my then boyfriend's sister in Ireland went to New Zealand to meet hers, and they've been married for 40 some years now. Let's keep the conversation going. Join poll of the day so your opinions can shine. Discover how your views line up with your peers, check out cool insights, and have some fun. It's data with personality. Quick hits, entertainment, media. Blumhouse Atomic Monster has made $1 billion at the box office over the past year from movies with a combined production budget of less than $51 million. Netflix may become a streaming hub for third party services like Peacock and Fox One. Australia has banned AI generated songs from appearing on its local music charts. Technology SpaceX has chosen Vermilion Parish in Louisiana as the site of its second Starbase launch port. Smart ring maker Oura is planning to go public next month at a $16 billion valuation. Stability AI has raised $76 million in a funding round that surprisingly included all three major music labels, fashion, e-commerce. Dick's Sporting Goods stock collapsed 28% due to falling sales at Foot Locker. Shop My affiliate links may now be popping up in your group chats. The World Cup Adidas ball used in Diego Maradona's infamous Hand of God goal in 1986 is going up for auction and may score a $10 million valuation. Partnerships, community, podcast. Friends Today's email was written by David Vendrell, edited by Nick Comney, polled and copy edited by Kate Cuniff, published by Darlene Salazar.